So you're all set. Your tour activity is booked and you're about to go on your activity in the next few days. What do you do next? In this video, I'm going to share with you 5 must-do tips before your activity. For more Hawaii videos, make sure you're subscribed and click that notification bell so you're alerted every time we post a new video. Aloha, I'm Mariam and this is Yes to Hawaii. We make Hawaii videos, take the guesswork out of planning your trip. So you've got your activity booked and you're all set. These are 5 must-do things to do before your activity. Number 1. Save your ticket. Everything that you need to know is on your ticket. The company name, the phone number, directions, address, everything that you need is on your ticket. Make sure that you save it. If you're traveling with a group or your family, don't be the only person who has that ticketing information. I would highly recommend that you print out your ticket and share it with your family or friends that you're traveling with. Or if it's easier, you can also screenshot it. Screenshot the email that you received that has all your ticketing information, and then if you have an iPhone, airdrop it to everybody else in the party or text it to them. That way, no matter what happens, if somebody loses their phone, if their phone battery dies, any issues, at least multiple people have a copy of the ticket, where you need to be, what time, address, everything that you need. Number 2, save the activity provider phone number in your phone. So what do I mean by this? Let's say you're heading to the harbor for a boat cruise and you can't really find the slip where the boat is located. You quickly shuffle to your ticket, try to find the phone number. It just adds extra chaos that doesn't need to be there. So when I know that I'm gonna go on an activity, I'll add that phone number for the activity provider into my contacts the day before. I'll typically put the first name of the contact as like tour and then the last name of the contact as whatever tour that I'm gonna do. So for example, tour Sunset Cruise, Star of Honolulu, tour, snorkel, Moana Catamaran. Whatever it is, I have that phone number saved. That way when I'm on my way to the activity, if I have any last minute questions, I don't have to shuffle through my tickets. I don't have to copy and paste a phone number. It's already in my phone and ready for me. This will absolutely make it so much easier for you in the morning if you have any last minute questions, if you have any panic moments, if you're not sure you're at the right place, everything is saved and ready to go. Number 3. Check your ticket for the actual name of the company that you're going to be on. For example, when you book a snorkel cruise or a sunset cruise, sometimes it tells you what's the name of the boat in large letters at the top of your ticket, sometimes at the bottom. For example, it might say at the top of your ticket, Waikiki Sunset Cruise, and then at the very bottom of the ticket, it'll tell you what boat you're gonna be on, it'll tell you where your check-in point is. Let's say you're rushed and you didn't have a chance to take a look at that. You get to the beach and then you're panicked because you don't know what boat you're going to be on. And then you go to ask for help and you tell people, hey, I'm looking for the sunset cruise. The next question they're going to ask you is, what boat are you on? So for example, for sunset cruises, are you on the Nahoku 2? Are you on the Mai Tai Catamaran? Are you on Port Hilton's Spirit of Aloha? Whatever boat that you're on, make sure that you know which specific company you're going on. This applies to land tours as well. So for example, if you're booking a tour and it's a generic name such as Oahu Grand Circle Island Tour, perfect. But if you scroll down from the ticket, or if you look down at the bottom of the ticket, it'll tell you which company that is going to be picking you up. The company that is picking you up is not Oahu Grand Circle Tour. That is the name, a generic name of the tour that you're going on. But if you go a little bit farther down, that tells you the exact name of the tour company that's picking you up. Make sure you know that tour company. Next, know how you're going to get to your activity. Everything from start to finish. If you're driving, make sure you have directions pulled up in your phone and saved. If you're going a little bit farther, such as the North Shore for a zip line, for example, look up the route on Google Maps and also screenshot those directions. When you get to the northeastern part of the island, sometimes cell service can be spotty. To avoid any issues or potential problems, look up the directions, screenshot them, and then just send it to everybody in the party, just as a complete backup plan. This also works if you're an international guest and you don't have cell service here in the US and you've been using the Wi-Fi at your hotel. Screenshot everything so you have it and then just airdrop it if you have an iPhone or text it to everybody. If you're being picked up, do a dry run of your pickup. Walk from your hotel to whatever pickup location you're supposed to be at. It's often really common to assume that everything is picked up at your hotel, but if you look at your ticket or double check, oftentimes a lot of tours don't pick up at every single hotel and they have a few consolidated hotel pickup points. Make sure you know your pickup location and how long it takes you to walk there from your hotel if it's not at your hotel. That way the morning of, you're not frantic looking out for your pickup that wasn't supposed to be at your hotel or figuring out how you need to get there. Also make sure you know which side of the hotel to be picked up on. For example, the Hyatt Regency is a very common pickup point for many activities, but where at the Hyatt Regency? There's 4 different entrance points. There's also a lobby. There's tons of things here. Make sure that you ask where at the Hyatt. Typically, if you're picked up at the Hyatt Regency, it'll be on the back entrance on Koa Avenue by the green awning. But little things like that, that's what you need to know before the actual tour takes place. Don't wait till the morning of to look around frantically trying to figure out where you're being picked up. Ask all these questions and double check your ticket to make sure you have all the information you need and know exactly where you need to be. Going off of the Hyatt pickup, when I worked as a concierge, I had seen guests who had booked tours on their own miss their pickup at the Hyatt Regency because they didn't know which area of the Hyatt to stand on. One of the tours that they had booked on their own, they didn't double check the pickup and they knew it was Hyatt on Koa Avenue. However, if you've been in Waikiki, you know that Koa Avenue is a very long street. They were standing at the corner and not in the middle at the green awning. It seems like a really simple nuance, but that little difference can mean if you make your tour or not. Some tour companies allow you to reschedule your tour if you've missed the pickup. Some don't. Whatever the option is, what if the tour is sold out for the next week and you leave in 2 days? Avoid the problem altogether by knowing everything that you need to know about your pickup prior to the tour. And lastly, number 5, reread your ticket for everything that you need to know in terms of what to wear, what to bring, all the details. Some tours have certain restrictions. For example, some tours like ziplining tours require closed-toed shoes. If you don't bring closed-toed shoes or don't wear closed-toed shoes, you won't be allowed to do the tour. Other tours, such as some horseback riding tours, require long pants. If you show up in shorts, you won't be able to do the tour. Some tours have certain restrictions that you might have missed earlier. Some tours require you to bring a photo ID. If you don't bring a photo ID and you leave it in your room, you might not be able to do the tour. Some tours, such as ATV tours, require you to have a license or some sort of ID showing how old you are. If you forget that in the hotel, you won't be able to do the tour. Overall, these are 5 tips that I hope help you when you're planning your Hawaii vacation. These are just an accumulation of 5 tips that I've learned over the past few years when I used to work as a concierge here in Waikiki. These are common mistakes and pitfalls that I've seen guests do, and I don't want you to make the same mistakes. If you're interested in booking Hawaii activities, I've left links in the description box below for reviews and vlogs of activities that I've done here on the island, and links on how to book them. I hope you guys liked this video and found it helpful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. And if there's any other Hawaii videos you'd like to see, definitely leave them in the comments down below.